You sure you're ready? Okay, we're live.
No.
Hello, everybody. It is Christine Hendricks and
Sandra McDonald.
other words known as Mom. So I'm kind of surprised I talked you into coming on today.
Yeah, I know. Me too, actually.
I just thought it'd be fun. Maybe people are tired of just seeing me. So,
Yeah.
what interesting thing are you up to?
Interesting. I don't know. I just make sure that I'm doing something every day and making sure that I'm learning something every day. That's why I'm on here.
Oh, that's cool. I see we got 2 viewers. Woohoo! Say hello, viewers. Drop comment so we know you're here.
Oh,
I don't see where the comments are supposed to show up. Anyways, I don't. You know what? I see your background. I'm like, at some point, I'm gonna get you to show the water because I'm like, that's where I'd be sitting, right in front of the water. And the reason I came inside the house is because I had to plug.
where I am.
Hey.
I'm actually outside looking at the water. Background is the side of the house.
So, what's your favorite book that you've read? Uh-oh. Your Wi-Fi is not so good. Or maybe it's my Wi-Fi. Oh no, Mom. She is frozen. There you are. I heard you. I hear it.
Actually, I should. So,
You're cutting in and out. I can't have conversations with my mom if I can't hear her. The last thing I heard her say was, she's learning and growing every day. Oh, there you are.
I was trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing.
Your Wi-Fi's cutting out.
Yes, I don't know what to do when it does that because, that's just the Wi-Fi, eh?
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay,
Technology of today.
So I asked you what your favorite book was, and I didn't hear an answer because that's when it cut out.
Okay, so that's because I have a number of them. One of them is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Cyber-Cybernetics. I can't think of the author.
Psycho-Cyber. Yeah, I forget who the author is too. That's a good book. I like that one.
Yes. See, just off the top of my head, there's one about, I can't really think of the name of it, but it's the where you put your big rocks in first and make sure.
Oh, I know that one. Me,
yeah?
I know the answer.
Okay.
Eat that frog for $100, mother.
That's not the one I'm thinking of, but that's a good one on procrastination.
I think. Oh, wait. Can I try again?
Yep.
8 Habits of Highly Effective People.
That'd be a good one.
I thought one of those 2 had it in there.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I could think of it. See, if I was in my library now, I'd be able to just look at them all.
Well, that's where I thought you were going to be. And I called the house. I'm like, wait, what is she doing? I was like, and he's
Yeah.
like, she's outside getting set up. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, sometimes the natural lighting is a lot better, right, than
Yeah.
just putting the light on, especially with people that wear glasses.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, at the last minute, it was like I couldn't get set up right the way I felt comfortable, and I was uncomfortable in the first place. So I thought I'll just take care of this little obstacle in my way.
I was gonna say I could call it your first interview, but we're not interviewing. We're just having a conversation.
Yep.
So, when you think about dreaming big, what kind of big dreams do you have, and what do you got in the works?
Dreaming big. Okay, I have difficulty with dreaming big. I have a difficulty with dreaming because I just didn't really see it. I do now more than I did before. When I was now okay, so now I dream of having maybe a nonprofit organization to help younger people. I mean, anything younger than me is younger, so younger people.
And for the record, I'm
Realize
52 and she's older than me.
realize their worth, because that to me was something that I never really thought of. Even though you'll have value as you're progressing through life, but not a lot of people see it in themselves. So for them to recognize that potential is just amazing for me.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. And, that's one of the things that I really am working on too. I mean, so for those that are watching or will watch, we have been working together and have some common goals. So we're going to work on some things in the future to help people with that. So it'll be a lot of fun. And I'm going to bring in some other speakers to do this. It's going to be a Facebook Live challenge. So I have a lot going on right now, and that is kind of why it hasn't happened yet. But I would think soon, like within the next month, maybe 2 at the most. And it's going to be a lot of fun. You see, wait, which side? There, this side. Wait, which side do I go? This side. I got all my cards up. I'm working on things. Yes. I see your hand up. Did you want to say something? Are we?
No, I was gonna give you a high five, but
Oh,
that's the wrong side.
Okay, like this.
You have to do the opposite.
So, yeah, I think it's going to be really fun, and I've been working on that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Things are going to get interesting. All right, now, tell the audience, how long have I been talking about doing some of the things that I've been doing, and some of the things that you can recall that I've done. So I'll let you start, and then I'll probably interrupt because I'm good at interrupting.
Well, I can actually, when I think back about you being a little girl or whatever, I always think, you'd like to be, I'd just say on stage kind of thing. You enjoyed being just up there. Like if you had something to say, you would say it. But I will say that in the last 7 years, I think, in around there, I have watched you grow so much.
No crying on this show. Everybody's gonna see you crying. You can't cry.
I know. It's just, I don't know, it's just things that warm my heart.
Aw. Well, thanks, Mom. Okay, I'm gonna interrupt now. So
Okay.
what she's talking about, I didn't realize actually that I was that way as a little girl, but all of a sudden I felt like I needed to be on a stage speaking. And I don't know really where that, well, I kind of do. I know where some of it came from, and it evolved. But what happened was I got to see Jim Rohn speak live, and that was my first inkling of I want to be on a stage doing something like that, impacting people, helping people, making a difference in people's lives. And then I had the thought, I don't know, I have no idea how to make that happen. I don't know, but it was there. And then we would go to events together. And what would I say and do at some of these events that you can recall that are related to that?
Get my picture on stage, Mom.
Yeah, I would get up on the stage and I would be like, take a picture of me because someday I'm going to be up on that stage speaking.
Yep.
And yeah, in fact, Jesse and I went to an event in where I think it was Montreal or Quebec City, Montreal, something like that. And I did the same thing there. I was like, yep, I'm going to be on that stage. I'm going to be on stage like that someday. Take a picture of me. And I might have even done that to Josh when Josh and I went to things, but maybe not. But anyways, yeah, so it's been something. It was kind of like it was there. I don't know why it was there really. Like, it's like, and I'm discovering this is my purpose. This is what God designed me to do. And who am I to say no to God? Like, God's telling me to do something. I better do it. Hi, Amy. Happy birthday to your dad. So now you know that we, oh, just in case you didn't see that, hold on a second. There, I put it up on screen. There's Amy. Ha! Anyways, Amy's watching. So she says hi. So yeah, so I'm going to be going this coming weekend. I'm going to be going down to New York City to an event. It's going to be pretty cool. And I was just going down to watch some of the other speakers. Les Brown, who I've been mentoring with. He's been mentoring me, not the other way around. I don't think that came out right. Anyways, so one of the stories that I have shared is how I had that dream. I put it in this bottle and I put it up on a shelf, and because I really didn't think that it was going to be possible for me to do the things that I'm doing now. And again, I don't know how. But the old saying is, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So first I had to find my value and my worth, which I didn't realize I was overlooking. And then I had to listen to some Ray Higdon stuff, which really had nothing to do with being on the stage speaking, but somehow it got through to me that I have a message and my message is more important and bigger than me. So to put my thoughts aside of what I think of myself, all those little negative self-talk, who's going to want to listen to me? What do I have to say? I who wants to even look at me on stage? And I had to get past all of that to continue on my journey and be ready. So is that the high five, or you want to say something again? I think she's frozen.
Yeah, that's okay. I just wiped my eye.
You're frozen. Oh, there we go.
Not again.
Yep.
No, I was fine. I just wiped my eye.
You're being awful quiet.
I'm listening to you. I learned to do that.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's really cool, and some things have been really neat that have been happening, and I've learned what serendipity is. My friend Heidi taught me a couple of years ago. When things happen to you and you go, well, I was thinking this, and then this happened to confirm, I'm on the right track. That's serendipity. So I learned what that was. And now I have learned that when you are in sync with your destiny, life becomes serendipitous because, whew, it's like, I'm thinking this and this happens. I'm thinking that and that happens. And I'm doing this and that happens. I put out to the universe, I want to do this and this happens. It's crazy. So on this side, this side, on one of my yellow cards, I put that I will, hold on, let me just see here. Oh wait, I was going to move around here. Hold on a second. Okay, let me read it because this is really relevant. So I've been putting these out there and of what I want. So here it is. It's possible I will be on stages with Les Brown, John Leslie Brown, and others from the Hungry to Speak family. In front of thousands of people to touch their hearts and transform their lives. It is possible by linking arms with my Hungry to Speak family to change the world. It's possible my dreams come true because I'm more than a combination of genetic inclinations, because we were chosen. You and I were chosen to be perfectly us, chosen by God to be us and serve God with our purpose. So the one thing I haven't told you yet is now I'm going to cry. I'm going to be on the stage with Les Brown.
That is so awesome, Christine.
Yep. Well, maybe not at the same time, but the same stage, sharing a stage, which is so awesome.
I get it. That's awesome. I know that if you believe in yourself, and that's something that I didn't learn until I was a lot older, just put it that way, that, your belief in yourself is, you have no idea how powerful that is. And a lot of people, like when we go to school, we're really taught to conform and not make mistakes. And you know what? That mistakes are your best learning time. And that really is taken away from our youth. And it shouldn't be, because that's where you learn to believe in yourself. And it's not taught in schools. Like, there is so much that's not taught in schools. So yeah, and parents, what can parents teach when they don't know themselves? So, if you're a parent out there, don't be beating yourself up, because you're only teaching what you know, but there's a lot more out there.
There's a really good book, and I've been telling you about this book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, and how to find that belief in yourself and stop putting yourself down.
Yeah.
In fact, I liked the book so much that I was looking at what else this author wrote, and he wrote another book, and I think it's called What to Say When You Talk to Your Kids or Children, or something along that lines. And it's all about building their self-esteem. And I think one of the reasons I want to do what I do is I want people, the same as you, I want them to learn from my mistakes and learn, hey, I can do it differently, and I can, maybe they're a great parent already, but they can be a better parent. And here's this resource for them to help them. So,
Yeah.
And I learned
and
that from you.
But the other point too is a lot of, I'll just say college students, people coming out of college, like, or even whatever education that they have, a lot of them don't pick up another book. Like once they're out of school, put it that way. Some of them do, and good for them. But like when you're looking at the biggest percentage, and what are we, like, we don't just learn when we're in school because of some of the stuff. I mean, I know some of the stuff that I had to unlearn, and it was amazing of how much stuff that wasn't true. So, reading or talking to other people that have been where you want to go is an eye opener, that's for sure. And if you're not going to, move forward, basically, then you're just going to stay where you are. You're not going to move too far.
Yep. So one of the greatest things that I have been developing into my stories, one of the greatest things that you taught me was that belief that I can do things, and how much of a blessing and gift that has been for me. I didn't realize until I started doing this program that how important that was, being taught that as I grew up, because you always say, Christine, you can do and be whatever you want. You just got to go do it. So, and I was like, what can I talk about? How can I develop my speeches? And my friend Lynn, she says, Christine, you're an electrician. How many women are electricians? Like, you can talk about that. And I got like, yeah, she's right. And that's where that started, because I was like, 1 to 3% of women are electricians. So that means I had to have some belief or something in myself. And that's where that came from, was from you. Hi, Sandra. This is Sandra, my Hungry to Speak, Dr. Sandra, friend. I love her to bits. And she says, wow, you are your mother's twin, even the voice. Haven't we heard that a lot about our voices?
Yes. Yes.
And Aunt Audrey, too. My
Mhm.
mom is one of 12 siblings.
Yep.
So, let's see. Let's bring the siblings in. What was one of the important lessons you learned from one of your siblings? Anything come to mind?
I can knock that one out of the park. There's so much.
Oh, I'm glad I asked it.
Yes, but I learned about getting along with people early in life. With, you have 12, like 12 in our family as children, and then our parents. And I'm telling you, all the personalities, I had no clue of personalities, but you know what? I learned about them later on in life. And then, understood my brothers and sisters a lot better once I was older. But boy, at the time, that was, kind of tough growing up. Like, you had to be strong and in order to basically survive. And I recognized, I think, my strength early in life, like probably about 10 or 12, like what I was really like. And I knew I had a lot of strength in me, but there was a lot of times, like they say, who you're surrounded with different people in your life. And the thing is um, in my day and age, I mean, really, parents didn't have a lot of education, so they, passed down. Basically, parents will pass down what they were taught unless they learn different. And there was a lot of things that I learned later on in life, and I do videos all the time, just trying to reach out to people and say, basically, um, keep learning, like keep moving forward, because there's so much to learn all through life and it doesn't stop.
I'm really impressed with your videos and what you're doing because there's not a lot of people like you. I'm sorry you're a senior, but what's out there. There's not a lot of seniors out there doing what you're doing. And I'm really impressed. I was really impressed that you wanted to learn that and do that. And you persevered and you pushed through and you continue to do them every day during the week. So that is really awesome. And I'm proud of you for doing that too.
Yeah. I just felt that if I did them, well, you know what? Internet was pretty scary for me when starting to do the videos. And I'm like, I don't know if I do them or not. But then, you have to believe in yourself. You have to, push through those obstacles and those challenges and just say, I can do it. And that's one of my mottos is just do it. I guess it comes from Nike. And I'm still alive. It didn't kill me.
So one of my new quotes actually comes from that line of thinking, and it developed from helping someone who may be a little bit younger than you, but kind of in between my age and your age maybe. And she was saying she was terrible with electronics and doing this stuff, and she knew she had to learn it and get better. And I stopped her in her tracks and I said, stop telling yourself you're terrible. Tell yourself I can do it and I'm getting better at it every day. And she said that really helped her. So that's my new thing. It doesn't matter what somebody's doing. It's like, stop telling yourself those lies. You're not terrible and you can do it. So,
Yep.
and then as you do it, you're going to get better. So,
yeah, one step at a time and don't start really big. I mean, everything starts out actually small. If you think of Michael Dell and where he started, he didn't have a big company right off the bat. So,
yeah. All right. Well, what else do you have? Little nuggets of gold there for us, Mother?
I don't know what you're looking for.
I don't know. All right. I always thought I was a really bad kid growing up. And I got into a lot of trouble. So, did you ever think that, I don't know, like I would be where I'm at in life? Or I don't know, what did you think about between me being a little, I'm going to say the S word, the soul that I was to where I am now? What do you think about all of that?
In reality, nobody knows what's going to happen for tomorrow. And I cannot stress that enough because I'm going to go away from you and I'm going to turn it on to something else, but it'll help understand. I raised my two grandchildren, as you know, and I walked into a school meeting for my grandson, my grandson that I was raising, and I overheard a teacher say, that child will go into the prison system. That just broke my heart. And through time and understanding, he is one amazing child. So because he has, ADD and he has Asperger's, but you know what? That doesn't stop any child from doing what they want. And if they have some encouragement throughout life, I don't think anybody can actually vision where they will go. And having challenges doesn't stop anyone. I have challenges just sometimes getting through the day. No, life is going to hit you, every once in a while, and you're not going to like it. But just, it doesn't last forever. I mean, it lasts as long as you let what's between here allow it. And if the sooner you can get rid of it, the better off you're going to be. So to look into the future, like I can see potential in just about anybody as long as they work towards what they want to do and not give up on themselves. And I just actually was speaking, I I just thought about it because I don't know, I guess being raised with a large family, I learned to, help my siblings like when they said that they couldn't do it. And that, gave me strength to later on in life help other people. And I mean, I've been an employee, I've been an employer, I've been an entrepreneur. Like, things change throughout life. And as long as you're moving forward and don't let anything stop you, it's you don't know where you can go because it's just in your thinking. And don't ever like make it so it becomes automatic. Like as soon as something happens and you think, oh, that I can't do this, well then you need to switch that up and say yes I can, or I just do it. But yes, yeah, I can't really talk about future because I don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. So but I can see people's potential, whether I'm here or not, or whether somebody else is here. Somebody else will always be there for you. So don't be concerned about it. And if you're talking to me, if I didn't have a higher power out there, that I don't know, you got to have something to believe in. So whatever it may be.
Yep. And I have to thank you for that as well, because you were the one that taught me about God and having a higher power. And it's been a blessing in my life to have that. And so I want to thank you for that as well. And I'm sure you're speaking to some of the audience, and everything you just talked about with my nephew, it is resonating strongly with me, and conversations Dr. Sandra and I have had. And I have not talked to you about Dr. Sandra before. She's an amazing lady. She's a nurse. She's an advocate for nurses against violence because of the mistreatment of nurses in their work environment. And she has struggled with some of the things, just like what you talked about with your grandson, my nephew. And she's still been able to I mean, there's so much more that she's shared with me, but that she's where she's at in life. Again, not being a drug addict or turning out to be, just a welfare case or anything like that. She's worked hard to be a doctor and to get past her struggles and obstacles. And she is an amazing person. I wanted to share that on here. So with that, you can finally tell me I'm adopted, right?
No. Too bad. You're too much like mom.
Well, maybe you were adopted.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, wait,
I can't ask my mom now.
No, I never thought of that before. I was like, gee, maybe I should have asked. Maybe mom should have asked if she was adopted. just for those that don't know, it's just a joke my mom and I have had for I don't know how many years now.
Yeah, especially when you weren't doing what you were told. Now, I really just want to say that, again, just going back on what I just said earlier, on making a decision and moving forward and having that strength and finding the people that are going to, help you up and pull you up. Like, there's a difference between a hand up and a hand out, and I'm a firm believer in hand ups. And when that person, whoever it may be, makes a decision to change their life or do something different in their life because they're tired of it, it doesn't matter whether it's weight or drugs or whatever that's holding them back. That person is the only one person that knows what holds them back. So make that decision and then reach out, because there's always somebody out there willing to give you that. And I mean, being around the people that you're around right now.
One of the biggest things is being around different people, how much that has touched my heart and my soul. And hi, Lynn, being my soul sister. And thank you for watching. Appreciate you being here. And she says the same thing, that we are both a lot alike. And she's got to go, but she loves us and she's got to chat with us soon, like she always does. Right, Lynn? All right. Love you too, Lynn. And with that, we should get off here too. And thank you so much for coming on here and having a conversation with me, because, we love to chat, but I just thought maybe the audience would want to hear some of the things we chat about.
Yeah, well, our goals and our plans are in progress.
Always a work in progress, aren't we? And
Yep. Yeah.
you said you don't, you have a hard time with dreaming, but you do dream. And that's why we always are working on something together and working. I was like, maybe we'll do this and maybe we'll do that, but things are starting to come together. I know you want to do a charity, and I believe it's going to get pulled together as well. So yeah, I just blanked out. And that happens when I talk sometimes. But yeah, this has been really great.
It's funny how we can talk sometimes. I mean, and we'll talk for 2 or 3 hours, and it's amazing how much stuff we actually get done. But yeah, this has been great. I love being on here. I was a little nervous, of course, what are we going to say? How is it going to work? But you know what? The important things are being said and being heard by the right people. And that's all I can say about that.
This is where I get this stuff from, people. Just so you know, this is where I get this stuff from, because I'm sure I've been saying that lately. Actually, that's on one of my cards. Hold on. Let me see. Where's that card? Where is that card? I can't remember. It's something. I have to read these today. Hold on. I think it's on this one over here. Hold on. No, it's not on that one. It's something about being in the right place, because hold on, it's at the bottom.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I have God has my back on that one, but here it is. I am where I'm meant to be in life right now, doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I have God pour strength into me. So there we go. That's where I get this stuff from. All right. Well, thanks for being on, Mom. Thanks everybody for watching, and love to all. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Thank you.